The World Games 2022 is responding to the escalating war between Russia and Ukraine. Good afternoon, I'm Carly Lang.
I'm Sherry Jackson. In a statement released today, the World Games 2022 Birmingham Organizing Committee announced a ban on athletes and officials from Russia and Belarus. The release states that decision is based on the recommendation from the International Olympic Committee. According to the release, World Games 2022 CEO Nick Sellers and Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin will address the decision to ban participants from Russia and Belarus at a meeting tomorrow. Now, the World Games are expected to have a $256 million economic impact on the city of Birmingham. District 2 City Councilor Hunter Williams joins us now to discuss these latest developments. Councilor Williams, thanks for joining us. And let me ask, just as chair of the Economic Development Committee for the city of Birmingham, in what ways could this decision affect the games?
Yeah, Sherry, thanks for having us. You know, I really don't think that there's going to be a very large economic impact in terms of what we're seeing from people traveling to the United States from either country that has been banned. But it is more of a show that the city of Birmingham and the Birmingham World Games stand in solidarity with Ukraine and all of the people that are being affected by this provocation by Russia.
And we know, of course, the games start in July, but we're seeing what's happening in Ukraine. And so by way of support for those athletes themselves, in what ways can the city support them and those other members of Ukraine who could be coming here in July?
Absolutely. You know, one thing that I think that was thought about is while if the Russian athletes were allowed to come to the city of Birmingham and participate in this year's World Games, the Ukrainian athletes, which we had about 60 that would be participating, would be theoretically having to stay at home to defend their country from the Russians. So I think it's a very important move. I'm very happy with what the World Games Federation has done. We want to make sure that we are in lockstep to promote Birmingham as a freedom city and make sure that we're doing everything possible to be supportive of those who seek freedom and to be against any kind of unprovoked aggression, which is what we're currently seeing, that's going to have international implications, so even so much so that it's having an effect of what's happening right here in the city of Birmingham.
We know the International Olympic Committee made that decision as well, this strong recommendation to ban the athletes from those countries. Let me ask you this about sport and the role sport plays in all of this, that it is unfortunate for these athletes, because we saw this weekend a Russian tennis player write on a lens of a camera, "No war, please." When you think about that and the opportunity to elevate a message of peace, how do you personally reflect on this lost opportunity then for these athletes?
Yeah, you know, I think that traditionally athletics have really been a way that people, no matter what their disagreements are or no matter how ingrained they are in their differences, have been able to come together. We've seen this time and time again throughout the history of the world with the Olympics, whether that be during the Civil Rights era in the 1968 Olympics, or whether we're talking about World War II. You know, there's always been that aspect of that, you know, people are coming together, they can set aside their differences, and they can participate in these events. And I think it's important to show that we absolutely have to stand with the Ukrainian people, and for them not to be able to come because they're at home defending their country, but to allow Russia's athletes to be here while they are invading their homeland would be, I think, a misjudgment for the city of Birmingham and for the World Games.
Birmingham City Councilor Hunter Williams, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that insight into this big decision from the Birmingham World Games, and we look to hear more from the mayor and CEO Nick Sellers tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.